we played touch football out in the back. You know, we played baseball. And we had no, hey, Johnny Solik used to make our own baseballs. You know those little rubber balls the girls used to have on the string? Mm-hmm. He would stuff that hard rubber ball in there and wind and wind and wind and wind. All we've saved string to make a baseball. Then we tape it. We had our own baseballs. You didn't buy a baseball. During the Depression, you were lucky you had a dime in your pocket. I mean it. I can remember the day, and seriously, that we've had potatoes made up different ways for 5 days, and you're glad to get them. And of course, my mother used to, she'd trick us, always something new, you know. Yeah, it was new, but it was still potatoes. It was new in a way of making it, you know. And my dad, of course, the kill came down on him. We were kids down in St. Fisher. And when the kill come down on him, my dad ended up with a crippled shoulder for the rest of his life. In those days, there was no benefits. Mm-hmm. No benefits at all. And no hospitalization either. Nothing from the company. You paid everything. I went to school with patches in my pants. Holes in my shoes, and put cardboard in the shoes so you wouldn't hit the dirt. I mean, you fellas, I said to my boys many a times, we ever hit a real recession, you fellas couldn't live through it. Because the women today aren't prepared for it. During the Depression, we went down the cellar. We had canned applesauce, we had canned peaches, and if possible, we had the pear tree. You had canned pears. That was it. You weren't going out buying. Then there's another big line of string beans. You know, everything was jarred. The family used to go and ship in, each one. They'd order a wagon load of potatoes. 5 bushel go here, 5 bushel go that. Member of the family united by the whole bushel because it's cheaper. I mean, a whole wagon load, rather. Those days, a wagon load. Everybody had a potato bin in their cellar. Oh, yeah. You wanted a potato, you just went down the cellar and got them. You didn't run to the store. Onions would hang by the bag. You had no heat in your cellar those days. It was like a refrigerator. We had a coal stove or a wood stove in the kitchen. There was no heat all over the house. Everybody had feather beds. You know what a feather bed is? Everybody had them. Because, brother, you couldn't live otherwise. Because the warmest room in the house was the kitchen. When you did any homework, it was in the kitchen table. You never went in the dining room or the living room. Your living room was never touched because it was too cold. Everybody had their own garden. Everybody canned. And if you ran short, I used to go to Hensler's. That little place up here is painted now with a big red, it's all painted red in the front. Hensler's Lane, right up your street up here. That was Hensler's Meat Market. My mother would send me up for a piece of chuck to make soup because it's the cheapest cut of meat you can get. But make sure you at least get 2 bones for soup.